Very good morning and good evening to all. How to return multiple port in unconnected lookup. Unconnected lookup. Normally, by using unconnected lookup, we can return only one port. So that is what we have seen. For example, for this table, T underscore, this is the target table we have. For this table, we have seen, okay, for this employees table, so we need to get department name and location ID. These two columns, we need to get it from departments table. By joining department ID from here, we have to take department name and location ID. Am I correct? So because this is what we have seen already. So in order to take these two columns from the department ID by using unconnected lookup, we have used two lookup transformation. By using expression, we have created a formula. So this way, colon LKP1 department ID we are passing, we are returning department name. Similarly, for another lookup table, we have retrieved location ID. Similarly, for this table, for example, this table, we need 6 columns. By using department ID, we need to take department name and location ID from departments table and street address, postal code, city, country ID. These 4 columns from locations table. In order to take these 6 columns from 2 lookup tables, we need to use 6 lookup transformations in unconnected lookup. In unconnected lookup, we need to use 6 lookup. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lookup we have used, and open this expression. We can see here 6 lookup. So because we need to send location ID, so that's the reason we create a variable port. Yes, we have seen this scenario. Okay, so now can we reduce the number of lookup? Can we reduce the number of lookup in unconnected lookup? Yes, we can reduce. So instead of 6 lookups, we can complete by using 2 lookups. Per lookup table, we can use 1 lookup transformation. So these 2 lookups, we can make it in one single lookup. And these 4 lookup transformation, we can make it in one single lookup. So for this scenario, we can take 2 lookup transformation. For this scenario, we can take only 1 lookup transformation. For lookup table, per lookup table, we can use only one single lookup. So how can we implement this scenario? For example, here, I'll go to this table by joining these two, right? From employees table, we can look up department ID. Okay, so we can take this one. What is the department I need? For this employee, I need the department name and location ID. So what is the department ID? 100 for this employee. Okay, so I will take 100 from here. So I'll go to departments table. So here. So what is 100 here? Finance. So that should be the lookup column. These two we are looking at. So take finance 1700 as the location ID, right? So this should be a location ID. This should be a department name. So we have to take. So in order to take these two, we can use single lookup. How can we use single lookup? So first, what we are going to do? So we are going to mark. Okay, so from this one, for example, here, source side, we have employees table. Okay, source side, we have employees table. Target side, we have employees underscore department underscore. Yeah, so this is the table T underscore employees underscore departments table. So this is the table we have, and we have some columns, right? So employee ID. So employee ID to department ID. We have the columns here. Department ID, then department name and location ID. We need these two. Department name and location ID. These columns I need. Okay, so from here we have employee ID. We have employee ID up to department ID. We have the column department ID. So in between we have some columns. So, but we have to take first one transformation. What is the transformation we are taking here? Expression transformation. Expression transformation. So what is the lookup here we are taking? So one lookup we are taking. So that lookup table is departments table, right? Yes, this is a departments table. So we will connect from here all the columns. So up to here, we'll connect all the columns. So it means in IICS, we can take the columns. Here we have to create one expression transformation. So first we have to bring the column from here. So by combining from here, which is the column we are sending? Department ID we are sending from here, expression. We are sending department ID from here to here. So already in this table, we have the department ID, right? This is a departments table. We have the department ID. This table is called departments table. In this table, we have already department ID, department name, and location ID. So these two columns are already available. Location ID, we have these two columns. But instead, so by using unconnected lookup, we can take only one return, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to combine these two fields. So we are going to combine it by using concatenation. Okay, by using concatenation, we are going to combine it, these two columns, make it like one single column. And then we are passing from here location ID, correct? So this should be a input column, from here we are passing department ID. So that should be a input column here. We have to create. Okay, so we have to join these two fields. Department ID and department ID should be joined, and this combination we have to take it like return field. Okay, so this field we have to take. Similarly, for this table also, for locations table also, if you have multiple columns, we can combine all the columns into single column. Okay, first we will see this one. For department ID 100, you will take this one. This is the field, we will get it right, return. So from lookup, we will get this way, finance 1700. So this value we are returning from departments table to where? We are returning to departments table, departments name here. So that should be a variable field. So variable department underscore name underscore location ID. So why we have to pass it to the variable field? So because from this field, we have to take these two field outside. We have to segregate these two field, right? Okay, so from this field, we have to take outside. So if I'm going to take it this way, I cannot take it outside. So instead of taking this way, we are going to mark it like one delimiter here. We are going to put one delimiter here. So instead of sending like this, we will put one delimiter in between. Okay, so we will put one delimiter in between. So then only we can segregate, right? We should not send it like this. We have to use in between. We have to send one delimiter. So this formula also we have to put one delimiter. Okay. So here also we will use one delimiter. Then we can send it here. Okay. After that, from here, can I take finance alone from here? Yes, we can take. So that should be a O underscore department underscore name. So we have to write a formula from here and O underscore location ID. So this way we have to write a formula to take this one. So what is the formula we have to write in order to take finance from here? We have to use substring and instring, right? Similarly, to take this 1700 here, we have to use substring instring. Okay, so after that, we can connect from here employee ID to employee ID up to department ID to department ID. We can map it, field mapping. Then go to department name. So take this department name to department name, location ID to location ID. Similarly, we have to do it for other tables also. For example, underscore locations table also. For locations table, you can do it. So this one I will do it. Okay. So now we will go to this one. So how can we implement by using single transformation? Okay. So now I will go to departments. So this is the table. So normally lookup transformation will write the formula, select all the column names from departments. So from here we can take, if the lookup is a table, so we can do it this way. If it is a lookup is flat file, we cannot do. So if it is a lookup is a flat file, so we have to use this way only or this way only. But if it lookup is a table, we can do. So how can I do it? So here we can write the formula. What is the formula? Department ID, comma, department name, concatenation within quotes, the tilde symbol. This is for delimiter and location underscore ID. So how many columns are there? All the columns we can put it in this way. So we can mark it this column as the alias name underscore department name. Okay. So this is the department name. See here. So from here, for example, I will take this one. Example, this one. So this is the return field. So this is the return field for which department ID? Department ID 70. So this is the return field to the expression. Okay. So from this one, how can I take public relations outside 2700 outside? Okay. We will see by using dual. Okay. Dual table. Select. This is the input string, right? SUB str substring of given string. Okay. So from first character, how many characters we have to take? From first character, we have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then this is also one character 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 characters we have to take. Okay. From dual. So we cannot hard code it. 16 is hard coded value. So can I hard code the same 16 for other department names? No, we cannot do it, right? So this 16 should be a dynamic way. So how can I mark this one as a dynamic way? So instead of substring, we have to use in string of given string. So we are checking the tilde symbol from first character. Am I correct? Yes, we can use this way. 17. Okay, the tilde symbol position is 17, but we need to -1. So we can take -1, it will return 16. So this formula we can write this way. Okay, instead of 16, we can replace this one. This is the way you have to write the formula. Okay, so now trick. So this formula we have to write it in expression to take this one. Okay, this is the same formula for Informatica also. Similarly, to take this one outside, So we can use substring only, because if we get always 4 character, okay, last 4 character, so then we can take -4. That's it. So -4 means from last character 4 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you get always this one, we can take this way. Otherwise, we have to find out, okay, what is the number of character? This is 17, okay, but this character should be 18. So this, instead of -1, you have to put +1, comma 4. Okay, this formula we can write it. So this way also. Okay, so this one, instead of 1, we have to put in string of this one +1, comma 4 characters. This way also we can write. So both are same only. So always if we get 4, we can take. Otherwise, we can remove this 4 also. So how many characters are there right hand side? It will take all these characters. Okay. So this way also we can write. So you need to learn all this in-string, substring function to do it. Okay. So this is the way we have to write it for this table. Okay. Similarly, for this table also, I will do it for one column. Then you can use this way for the locations table also. For example, okay, locations table, we will do it maybe after this one. Okay, first we will go to this one. No need to do locations now. I'll go here. So I will create this mapping. So this is the mapping, right? So can I copy this mapping? Is it possible to copy? Yes. Go to explore. Which mapping we have to copy? Unconnected lookup, this mapping, right? So go to this mapping in explore. So here we have 3 dots. Copy to on the same folder. It will create one copy. This one. So we can mark it like unconnected lookup. Multiple return port. Multiple. We cannot make it multiple return port. Multiple port return. This way I'm writing. Multiple port. How can I return? In one single lookup table. Okay. So we will remove this one. So only one lookup is enough. So open this lookup. Go to this lookup object. Everything is same. Okay. Go to advanced one. In the advanced one, we have to write lookup SQL override, because for the previous scenario, we haven't written lookup override. It will automatically write select column names from the table name. But here we are going to write this way. So what is the formula we are going to write? This way we are going to write. Okay. So this way we need to write it. So take this one without semicolon. So take this one and so select department ID, comma department name, this one. So we have to mark it one alias name. So what is alias name? So we can make it like department name itself. The alias name is department name. So if you take this one, I'm going to make it like a uppercase. So it's necessary to make it like uppercase, no need, but just I'm writing here. I will show you that. So this will return correctly. Okay. See here, it is returning in the name of department name. Okay, that's fine. So I'll copy this. I'll go to lookup override. Control C, Control V. Okay, we have written the lookup override query now. Okay, it is not filter condition. We have to write this one. So filter condition, if we apply, then the filter will be applied in the lookup table. While creating the caching, it will be applied. But here no need. So go to incoming field. We have already created in underscore department ID. Lookup condition is department ID equal to department ID. Return field is, here we are taking department name as return, right? So why department name is returned? Okay, lookup table I will take one more time. Go to lookup object. Select lookup object from here. If you are doing it from the beginning, so I will do it one more time. Just to take departments table. Okay, go to lookup condition. Department ID equal to department ID. This field is coming from incoming field, right? We have to create this field. So go to return field. So this time we have to remove these two fields. So no need to have, because only one field we are returning. So that is what we have, the concatenated column. So here we have 30 characters. So we can mark it like more than 30 characters. Okay, so we can make it 1000 characters also, because while returning, we will get more characters also. So don't forget this one. Otherwise, it will be truncated. Whatever we are returning, so that will be truncated. So now we'll go to this expression. So we cannot write this one department name directly. First, we have to write variable port. We have to receive that field, right? So v underscore department underscore name underscore location ID. So both we have to receive it. So that's the reason here I can make 1000 characters. Click OK. First, we will do it this one. Take this column. Okay. So take this column. This is the field. So configure it. So what is the formula? Go to built-in functions, lookup. This is the formula, correct? Colon LKP dot lookup transformation name within bracket the passing field. The passing field is department ID. Okay, so that's it. So in this field, what is the value will be returned? For every record, it will be returned. These values will be returned. So from these values, we have to return. We have to take these to field. Okay, first one, go to department name. So how can I take the department name from here? Go to this one. So this one, no need to write. Department name should be taken from this way. Am I correct? Department name, correct. So take this formula, whatever we have written already. Go to this expression, substring of the given string. Okay. So instead of this column value, so this is hard coded value, right? Instead of this value, which field we have to use? This field. Okay. Instead of this one, we have to use this field. That's it. Validate. It should be validated. Click OK here. Similarly for this one, in order to take location ID, we have to take anything is fine. This one I'm taking. Go to this one. So instead of this one, this is hard coded value. We have to take this field value, right? This field only it is returning from lookup. Validate. Click OK here and save this. We'll go to target. Go to target. Select the target table. Go to field mapping. Yes, make it like department name, location ID. Save this. Before loading, I will truncate this table. So there is no data in the table. We need department name and location ID. Am I correct? Yes. So we will run the mapping. It should load the data. Okay, so failed. We will check it why it is failed. We can fix it. So just to open this, transformation stopped due to the fatal error. It is nothing but transformation error. Colon LKP1 department ID. Okay, invalid function reference. LKP1. Why? We will check it. LKP1 is not there. This is LKP1 only, right? Location, department's ID. Department ID equal to department ID. Return field. So this is the one. So while writing LKP1, while writing this lookup override query, so here we have written this way. Am I correct? Department ID, department name, this one. So mark it like alias name. Okay. An alias name. So that should be the error. So I will copy this. Control C. Lookup object. Okay, paste it, save. I did not change anything else. Just I have given the alias name for that particular column. I'm going to run it. So this is the one thing we have to make sure. Okay, even in your mapping also it may fail. So if it is failing this way, so check it whether we have given that alias name. Okay. Okay, so here also it's failing, but it's giving the function reference. Why it is giving the function reference? Colon LKP dot LKP1 department ID. Invalid function reference means, so this is the function actually. Colon LKP dot LKP1 in underscore department ID, right? Now it should be this field. So here expression is valid. String b underscore validate. It is valid. Validate, it is valid. So this is LKP1 only. Incoming field in underscore department ID, lookup field, departments table. Okay, we have written the departments table. Department underscore ID. This is in underscore department ID. Return field, department ID. Okay. Sorry, just a second. Department ID. Okay, here also we have to make the alias name. I got it. Output port data type is correct only. So this column as we have to make as department ID. Okay. Control C. Control V. So this is the reason. Okay. So we have to mark the alias name here. Okay. So make sure that you are aliasing the column this way. I forgot to mention that. Run now. It should complete now. Okay. So yeah, this is what we have to make it. I forgot to mention that. It should succeed now because all other port and everything is correct. So while making this lookup, okay, while writing lookup override query, so mark this alias name. Okay, it's department ID as department ID and department name, this one as department name. So because that is what we are returning. So now I will go to this target. I will check it. This is the one. Okay, we are getting department name and location ID. So are you clear? So what could be the error and how to resolve it? Okay, so now we will do it for this table. Only one column I will do it. The remaining one you can do it. Okay, so I'll go to this. I'll go to the same mapping. Okay, same mapping. We have to, this one table is T underscore employees underscore department underscore LOC. This is the table. One column I will do it. Remaining column you can do it. Okay. So for this we need to use two lookups. One lookup, this is the one. The another lookup is one more lookup I have to take for second table, right? Because lookup table is second table. So this is the LKP2. LKP2 is which table? LKP2 is, so I will go to expression. First, I will make the expression column. This is anyhow we have the variable port, right? Department name. But O underscore location ID should be a variable field. So then only I can use that column to send the other one. So we'll mark it this one as variable field. But this field we have to send it to outside. So that we have to go for output field. O underscore location ID. Location ID is decimal. So it should be a V underscore location ID, right? To send it for next transformation. Okay. So now we need, what is the column we need here for this table? We need location ID. Okay, we have loaded street address, postal code. Okay, I will take it for postal code or I will take it for location ID. So first I will take it for postal code maybe. Okay, postal code. So how can I take postal code from here? First we have to return all the field. Am I correct? Variable field. It's nothing but O underscore P underscore street address, postal code, city and country. All the 4 column you will get it from there. So it should be like a string column, 1000 characters. It's a variable field. So what is the formula? Colon LKP dot lookup transformation name bracket the variable field. So this is the reason we created as a variable field, right? So LKP2 is not available now. So that's what we are getting function invalid reference. So LKP2. So go to this LKP2 to lookup object, mark it like this one as the unconnected lookup. Lookup object should be locations table. Locations table and go to incoming field. So incoming field should be in underscore location underscore ID. Right, that is what we will get it. Location object. Lookup condition is, sorry, we have to take one column. Go to lookup condition is location ID equal to location ID. So because we are joining based on the location ID, we are looking up. Return field, location ID will join. We will take any one column. Remaining column you can remove it because we are going to combine all the column in the name of street address. Make it like return field, but this column is 40 characters. Change it from 40 characters to 1000 characters. It will hold all the values. Okay. So in order to take all the columns, so what is the formula we have to write? This is the way we have to write the formula, right? So select, this is a table. Select location ID we have to take, location underscore IDS, location ID, comma, street address, okay, concatenation, single quotes, the tilde symbol, the delimiter, okay, concatenation, postal code, then use this concatenation formula, city underscore ID formula, country underscore ID from locations, but we have to mark this name, right, as street address. We'll make it in the name of street address because that is a column we are using. So city ID invalid identifier. Okay, city name or city. Okay, city only. Okay, so this is the way we are getting one single column. Okay, I will take any one column value, return value. So from here, I have to take first one is street address. Okay, that one we can take. I will write a formula for this one. You can use the formula for rest of the other column values. Okay, so from this string, how can I take this location ID out of it? What is the function we have to take? Similarly, we have to write in string substring function. First, we will use substring. This is the way you have to practice it. Okay, so select substring of given string within quotes. Use the string comma. So from this string, I have to take this character in between. How can I find this character? First, we have to find out the first occurrence of tilde symbol. Then we have to take how many characters. So this is for 7 characters, but some columns will get only 5 characters. But we do not know how many characters we will get it. Some column we are getting, if you see here, some columns we are getting only 4 characters. Some column we are getting 5 characters. Some columns we are getting 7 characters, including space. Okay, so first of all, we will find this tilde symbol. So then we will take from here. So if I want to write hard-coded formula, we have to write like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, right? 17. How many number of characters? 7 characters. So 7 here. From dual. So write it this way. Okay, we are getting, this is the location ID. Sorry, this is the postal code. Postal code, we are taking this way, but this is not correct. We are writing now hard coded. We have to remove these hard coded numbers. We have to put the dynamic way. How can I put dynamic way? First of all, we have to find out the 17. Okay. In order to take the 17, what is the function we have to use? In string function. Select in string of given string within quotes. Which symbol we have to find out? From tilde symbol, right? First occurrence of tilde symbol. So first character, first occurrence from dual. So 16 we are getting, but we have to put 1 plus 1. Okay. So instead of this one, we have to use this formula. Correct. We can write it. We have written. So now we have to find out how many number of characters. So here number of characters is 7. So that should be, we have to find out. How can I find? First we will take from first character to up to here. Okay, up to here, what is the number? Okay, for example, if it is returning 20, so 20 characters minus up to here, how many characters? Something like 13. So 20 minus 13, we have to take 7. Okay, this way, or 6 plus 1. Okay, so how can I find the second occurrence of this symbol? So same in string, we have to take given string, the tilde symbol from first character, second occurrence. So here it's a second from first character, the second character of tilde symbol. Okay, remove this plus 1. Second occurrence is 24. Okay. Similarly, we have to take what is the third occurrence. Okay, first occurrence, right? First occurrence. This is similar. First occurrence is this one. So we are getting 24. So 24 minus 16. We are getting 8, but we need to get 7. So 8 minus 1 we can put. Okay, because here we have plus 1, we have to take this character to this character. So plus 1, this is the minus 1 we have to take up to this one. Okay. In order to take 7, we have to use these two formula only. Select, first one is second occurrence minus first occurrence, okay, from dual. So why we are using dual? So because dual is a dummy table, we are giving a hard coded value. Okay, so now I will take table or okay, sorry. So here 8, but we need to get 7, right? That means -1 we have to put 7. Okay, so what is the final formula to take that? This one. So this is the one, first one, 17. So where is the 17 here? Okay, this will return 17, right? So take this one, replace this formula in the 17 one. Okay, instead of 7, we have to replace this formula. Control C, Control V. So now we will run it. Yes, exactly. It is returning correctly. Okay. So shall we test it for one more data? Okay. So where is this one? I will take, okay, this value I will take. Okay. This is the one. It is giving some different number, 6-character number. Control C. Okay. So take this one. Instead of this one, we have to pass this one. The number of characters are different, but the formula should work correctly, right? If everything is correct, it should return 490231 correctly. That's a postal code. Yes, it is returning correctly. It means our formula is correct. So this is what you have to practice while in the development environment, while developing the complex nested function, we will write it in this way only. Okay, so this is the way you have to practice it. The in-string substring function looks like very simple, but this is what we have to practice. It will be more interesting. You can do this way. Okay, so I will do it for one formula, returning this postal code. I will take this entire formula for postal code, copy this, Control C, go to this mapping. This will return, go to expression, take it this expression. This formula we have to write it for postal code. So click here, O underscore postal code. This is string, 100 characters we can make. And here we have to write this formula. But instead of this hard coded value, we have to fill it. We will fill. But this is the returning field, right? V underscore postal code, location ID is returning. So here. So it will hold all the value. Postal code, city, all this. So go to this one. Instead of this one, we have to replace this field value. So you have to do carefully. So instead of this one, you have to do very carefully. If you are doing small mistake also, it will be okay. So now we have to write this formula, right? V underscore this one. Yeah, this is correct, but we have to write the formula for lookup 2. What is the formula? Go to lookup object. This one, lookup SQL override. Don't forget this. This is the formula. Take this. So no need to write uppercase, but I'm just making like uppercase. So convert the case into uppercase. So location ID as location ID, street address, this one as street address. This is the column we are using. That's the reason I'm using that. Control C. Okay. So we will mark because here it should not have any space. Copy this, Control C, paste it here. The alias name is very important because why we are using the alias name. If you go to the return field, in the return field, this is the column we are mentioning, location ID, street address. So these two columns should be there in the alias name. Okay, save this. If everything is correct, okay, invalid. Why it is invalid? That we have to find out. For example, if you are having this way, you are creating a mapping. If you are getting invalid, we have to check it here. So why it is invalid? Maybe the target column. Yeah, the field mapping is incorrect. Yes. Go to target, field mapping. So auto map, smart map. But here, street address we did not write. City we did not write. Country we did not write. So you can write the logic because we have taken everything into expression transformation. Okay, we have taken. So if you want to do like a debugging, for example, so one of you asked the questions, so how can I debug it, right? So we will check it here whether expression we are getting all the columns correctly or not. Which column we have to get? This column, right? We street address, postal code, city and country. So this column should have a value like this, right? Shall we check it? So just go to preview, run preview, then run it. So if you want to apply breakpoints, you have to use one filter transformation before that. So you have to apply the filter condition as a breakpoints. Okay. In IICS, we do not have any debugger. So this is what we have to use. You can use filter transformation of the breakpoints. So now we will check it here. So where is this field? Expression. So O underscore department name, O underscore location ID, O underscore postal code. Okay, variable port it is not returning. Okay, so that's fine. So if you want to make it like a output port, just create one port here. Instead of variable port it is not showing here. So we will make one port here, O underscore result. Okay, we are not going to use this field. We'll make it here string, 1000 characters. We will assign this result equal to this variable field. Okay, just for troubleshooting. So we are not going to use this O underscore result anywhere. Just to preview, 100 records I'm previewing. Just to go outside. So you can check it here. This is the O underscore result. So are we getting it? Okay, see here, this is what we are getting the output. Here we can check whether we are getting correctly or not. Okay, it's it returning now from the expression, sorry, from the lookup. Yes, it is returning for all the column. This is the troubleshooting one. Okay, this is the debugging one. So if you ask me how to debug it in Informatica, so you can use one expression transformation and debug it. So now we will run it. We will check it whether it is loading correctly for, so here itself we checked, right? It is loading correctly for location ID. It should load for here, this table. Okay, so as of now data is available, but it will truncate, it will load. If it is not truncating, we will truncate and load. Okay, loaded here. Street address is null because we haven't connected this column. Postal code. Okay, see here, correctly it is loaded. Even for 7 characters, 5 characters, right? Null value. Is there any 4 characters? No. 4 characters location ID is there, but it is not joined with any of our department ID and location ID. So I hope you are clear. So how to load it? Can you create a logic for street address, city and country? Will you load it? So what I will do, I will take, if you need these values, I will control C. I will make it here. Unconnected lookup queries. I'll put it here. So above one I put it, but below also I'll put it here. Okay. So you can use it for reference. So instead of 6 lookup, we have used only 2 lookup transformation for 2 tables. Only one mistake I did it. So this is the one thing, because I know already, but I forgot to mention that. So why are we using the alias name? Yes, good question. That is what I explained already, right? See here, department ID. So we have to match it with this department ID, this column. So because we removed other columns, we are writing the override query. If you go to lookup condition, sorry, return field, in the return field, we have only 2 fields, department ID, department name. In this field, we have to match it, these 2 fields, department ID as department ID and other columns as department name. So that's the reason. Okay, we have to use the alias name in order to identify. Informatica should identify so which column it is. This combination is which column we are returning. For that, we are using the alias name. We can use different name also for alias name. Okay, no, we cannot use different name because what is the return field here? Department ID. Okay, we cannot change this name. That's the reason we have used same name. We cannot use this name, this column name. Okay, thank you all.